What is up, y'all? This is Odeed once again, doing something a little different. Basically got everything set up here to show you guys how I write a track when I'm making music. So the setup you see here on the screen, obviously in your bottom right, that is me. And the program that you see is this over here. Is called MPC Live, and it is hooked up to my eq'ing MPC Renaissance, which is a drum machine. And these kind of represent the pads. So you can't see it in the video, obviously, but there's an outboard drum machine, kind of like, looks like a basic classic MPC 60 or MPC 2000. It's called the Renaissance. And then there's pads down here that I can hit, basically. I wonder if I can change the angle on this so you can see it. Hang on a sec. There we go. Perfect. It's the first time I've done this. So, yeah, so now you can see what I'm doing with my hands. Yeah, I'll show you guys the virus in the back, too. This is the Access virus, which I don't know if I used on this track or not. But anyways, the track I'm going to show you is called Say You Do. It's off my last EP that came out on 1.7 Audio, Set You Free EP. Set Me Free EP. Set Everybody Free EP. I was just basically going to give you the rundown of how I wrote the track. So there's banks up here, which you can now see. I think, oh yes, they're also represented here on the screen if you're following my mouse. So I always start on the A bank, and I always start in the top left corner, probably because I'm left-handed. And my drums are always on the A bank. And my kick is always in the top left. Snare is always the second pad. Here I have two different snares, just to like kind of make the drum loop like so it's spicier. So anyways, yeah, that's what I'm doing. And then there's some basic EQing on this. By the way, I have a whole nother screen off to my right over here, which you can't see. I like to produce with two different screens. Some people use one very large screen, but I like two different screens, and I'll show you why. If I go into it's called the pad mixer, and then you have like here you can set like your VSTs or your plugins, and you can't see it now, but this comes up on my right-hand screen. So basically, I can be fiddling around over here while looking at the other screen off to my right. And then I also can open up Adobe Audition on this other screen that you guys can't see and edit samples and stuff like that. So it just makes the workflow faster. But anyways, I use this Nova Parallel Dynamic Equalizer because I love it and it's free. You can go download this off of the internet. But basically, EQ'd the kick down to, well, it says 48, but it should be at 50. But I'm not going to mess with it now because I, for some reason, put it there because I like it that way. And then I did roll off some of the low end. And I probably should have took some of this high end off over here too, past 20,000, but I just left it. So that's some of the EQing on the kick, and it looks like I have another EQ where I dropped off even more of the low gain. So there's with that. And then let me turn the other one off. So yeah, it's a pretty big, beefy kick, and I kind of wanted to keep some of the low end, but level it out so that you could, because there's like a sub bass in here. I said my other one, there it is, disappeared. So anyways, yeah, I wanted to roll some of the super, super low end off of there so that it wouldn't fight with the sub bass, and then that's where I stuck it on this EQ. Over here at 48 hertz, because your sub will sit kind of in here and give you that subby kind of low end feeling that you get. And then anything past 20, for those of you that don't know, you can't really hear it. So you just want to clean up anything lower than 20 and usually higher than 20,000 as well, because it just muddies up your mix. The snare, let's see what I did, or one of the snares. So yeah, I rolled this one off all the way to 100, and then there was like some, if you can see it right around here, probably some mid-range that I wanted to just get rid of. Let's see what it sounds like without it. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of mid-range in there. And then I just gave it some like brightness here on the end. Same snare. Well, not the same snare, but did the same thing. So it's just two variations of the snare. Another snare. That one's a little bright listening to it now. In fact, one thing you could do is, which I probably should have done. This track's out now, so do that just to help it a bit. The infamous think break. If I remember correctly, yeah, I rolled that all the way off to 100 as well because I just really wanted like the shakers and the mid-range in there. And then these shakers were super bright. So over here I kind of took, see where it's peaking out. And then with this plugin, you can do what's called the threshold, and it kind of like compresses. You can see it here. Compressing the sound. Speaking of compressors, I use the Air More Whack compressor. And back when I did this, I didn't put my drums all into the same program or the same bus, but I do that now. There's a big ass kick. Excuse my French. I don't even know if I used that kick. Maybe I did. But I still did the same thing with it. Rolled it off to 50 and then rolled some of the... Man, that's got to be real punchy without the EQ. Huh. Actually, the punch is mostly there. Just gave it some brightness. Little skippy loop. I still skippy loops all the time. Just to like put them way in the background. Almost to add like... ghost notes, as Clyde Stubblefield would say. Same thing with the has like those ghost notes in there, or swing notes. And then my crash is always on pad 5. It's a hat. It's a very classic sampled drum fill. Another hi-hat. Nothing else on there. I wonder if I could just play you the... So I'll mute that. Just play you the drums. Oh, mostly just the drums. So yeah, those are the drums. And the main synth lead. Let's go into... Here it is. So we have E, A, and B. That's the main... not the main, yeah, one of the main synth lines, I guess. I did this in Vital. If you don't have Vital, get yourself Vital. It's pretty dope. Let me drag it over here in a second. Show you guys what it looks like. This is what it looks like. It's kind of like another version of Serum. And I think, did I add anything? What do we got in here for effects? Compressor, delay, EQ, flanger, phaser, and reverb. This was a preset. I think I turned the distortion off on it and the chorus off on it and the filter off on it, it looks like. What else did I change? Oh, and then it had wherever the voices are on here. I don't use Vital a lot. It's honestly it's out of my pay grade. It's more complicated than I can understand. But somewhere on here, you can change the amount of voices that are in it. And there was more voices in it, and I turned the voices down because it made it sound out of tune with the rest of the track. But anyways, that's the basic synth line, and then it's pretty cool, the MPC. Then you can just draw notes in like wherever you want. And yeah, I haven't started using Ableton yet. Just haven't. I've thought about it, but I haven't done it. In fact, in all honesty, I would probably use Logic if I was going to use any other DAW, but I don't have a Mac. What else do we have here? Oh yeah, probably the bass. Oh, let me see. I think I EQ'd the synth too. That little stabby synth thing. Oops, that's the whole song. Yeah, there we go. And like listening to this now, I probably should pull more down in this area because it's a little like bright on the ears. Like maybe. Yeah, I should have done that. Oh well, the VIP remix. We'll have that, I guess. Here's the sub bass, which is everybody's favorite, Serum. And this is just I don't know, some guy on I just followed some guy on YouTube and he was like, here's how you make a sub bass on Serum, and that's what I did. And then I just have it as a preset. But basically it's just 2 analog sine waves, the subs turned on. I went into global, turned it down to 2, so that way it would basically be in mono. I think that's about it. So yeah, and again, E, A, B. So I don't even remember what key this song is in. E major, I think. Oh yeah, and then you have C and G flat. Oh yes, the Techno Synth, which this is actually an MPC plugin called the Tube Synth that I use the heck out of, to be honest. I love it. And the reason being that I love it so much, can I solo this? Yeah, I can solo from down here. Is it's very simple, and I'm a very simple man. And it looks very like, it's just like, it looks like an old school rack mount synth with just knobs and faders. And then it's got some like effects over here. But yeah, this thing is super cool. The Tube Synth. Let me solo it so you can hear the yeah, and that's it. Lots of reverb, lots of delay. So super simple on that. Oh yeah, let's look at the EQing on this thing. Did a little bit of like peak compression here. Rolled all the lows and the mids off to 73. Yeah. Yeah. And then, oh yeah, the B bank, I should have mentioned. Bank B is always my my basses, sub basses, and mid range basses. C is like synths and effect sounds, maybe. Maybe I'm lying. Maybe they're not. Yeah, here we go. some like reverse pad. I don't even remember where I got that from. Don't have any EQ on it at all. Completely naked to the world. Same thing with that one. Just showing it, just letting it all hang out. Where did I get these from? I don't even remember. Big pad. And then big pad octave up. Maybe I got those from the Access virus. That's the only thing I can think of. I've started naming, by the way, you can see all the samples. Well, you can't see them because they're behind my head, but just back here. See where my head is? Over here, you can see all your samples. I've started naming my Access virus samples after the sample inside of the virus. That way I know what it is. Oh, I don't even think no, I did use that, yeah. And that is from the Access virus, that I know for sure. You can hear a little bit of the like, so everything Access, well, not everything Access virus. Sometimes I use MIDI, but a lot of times I just record it in live, so you can hear like the computer hiss at the end, right there. And I rolled that off to 168, and then took a little bit more of the low end out, so it would like cut through the mix. I think that's it. All right, and then we go into the vocals.
I know you don't love me like you say you do.
These are from Splice. And the lady's name, just to give her credit, is Bridget Kelly. So thank you, Bridget Kelly. And this... Did I put these in a... no, I didn't. I didn't even put these in a separate program. But I was real lazy when I did all this.
I don't care. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's got some some processing on it, as they say. I think that it has Valhalla Supermassive, which, by the way, Valhalla... Let me show you guys that.
Yeah.
That is free as well, because I am a cheap guy. Valhalla Supermassive. That's the dotted eighth orbits, and I probably should have turned the highs down a little bit on that, but I didn't. It's funny, I don't remember how long ago I made this song, but I've come so far since then. I don't even think I used that, to be honest. That I used. That also has a Valhalla Supermassive on it. But it just has the default delay on it. And then this is like... that's her as the Exorcist. Just to add like... and then what do I have on the... So that's the basic track. And I rolled it off to 111 hertz on one side, 18.6 on the high end, and then I did smash or use the threshold to compress. Because they were just a little bright. In fact, I should have put this here and then these here. Because I think the way this works, or the way it better work, is whatever plugin you put at the bottom should be the last. So, because you want your delay and your reverb to come before your EQ. And actually, I want the reverb first. Oh no, what did I do? There we go. I made it disappear. Put that there, and then that there. So it goes in order. Reverb, very basic Akai reverb. Yeah, nothing special. And then basic Akai. These are called like Air, I think, or something like that. Akai Air delay. So here's what it sounds like without all the I didn't even compress these.
I know you don't love me like you say you do.
Oh, that's without the delay.
I know you don't love me like you say you do.
That's a lot of delay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I think these are all the same. And what I should have just done is made a separate program for the vocals, or like basically like bust it all together, and then I could have just put all these effects on one bus. I think that's it. I can play a little bit of it for you. Where should I start? Start from right here. I just remembered there's like a bunch of funky effects in here too. And what is this? Oh yes, that's right. The the violin. Let me tell you guys something right now. I am a Korg M1 plug-in junkie. For those of you that don't know, the Korg is, well, famous for these type of strings. I think this is just an E chord. Yeah. Yeah, and this well, originally when it was a keyboard, also is responsible for the famous deep house, like organ bass that like Robin S. Show Me Love is from this keyboard, and it's also on this plugin. And this is strings. Did I use all that in there? I guess I did. Strings, trumpet, choir, strings again, and bass. That's quite a combination I made there. What else is in here? Oh, yes, more strings. When in doubt, add more strings. Oh, this one's symphonic, overture, and temp bells. Yeah, and then there's like... See, I didn't go through any of this with you guys. I'm very sorry. This is more tube synth. Give me more tube synth. Telling you, this thing is a beast. Just super basic, but it sounds really cool. To me, anyways. That's why I used it. And it has like a ping pong delay on it. Yeah. What is this? Oh yeah, and then there's just weird like this is more vital, like an effects. Guy, I love making weird, filtery, sweepy, airy sounds like that just to fill up the background of the track, basically. I don't even know if people really notice it, but I think it fills things up, especially in the intro and the outro, because those can get kind of boring. And I mean, I basically put the intro and outro there for DJs so they can mix in and out. So that's back there. You just don't really hear it. So yeah, that's back there. I think that's it. Yeah, there's that one too. That's a big one. I think that's also vital. Yeah. In fact, I think I had just gotten vital when I made this this track. That has a lot of delay and a lot of reverb on it. Here's the delay. I probably should have like brought this down a little bit more. Added a little bit of like threshold to both of these to keep it like, to tame it down a bit. Yeah. That would have helped. This is actually the first time I've listened to the song in headphones. Also, shouts out to Action Jackson at 17 Audio. I think I made him remaster this track like 12 times because I kept changing the levels. Also, I need to be careful because Label Engine might flag my video for playing my own song. Here's that weird vital effect, and then what I did sounds like a helium balloon or something. What I'll do is like I'll just change the octave, so it'll play at this octave once, then I'll take it down to here just to like switch it up. So it'll play once, and then the next time I play it, it'll play at a different octave. Just to trick all of you into thinking that it's something different. When it's really not. Yeah, there's that tube synth again. I think that's about it. So I don't want to play the whole song, but it's available now. If you want to go purchase it or stream it on Spotify. So yeah, anyways, this is the first like production session breakdown. Maybe I'll call it that. Production session breakdowns of one of my tracks. If you have any questions, put them down below. I'll probably do this for some other tracks as well. This is pretty fun. So anyways, my name is Odeed and I'm out. Peace.